What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I've been promising you guys daily trade recaps, or as much as possible. I can't promise more I'm gonna do it because I'm going to the Miami Dolphins game tonight. My first NFL game. I'm gonna be sitting right at the front. You might see me. I don't know if you watch NFL. I guess what do I stream at TNT or some shit. I don't know. But let's go over today. Today was an expected range day. We had a massive day yesterday. If you did not watch yesterday's video, I teach you how to properly use turtle soup. And now I personally used it to time the exact bottom. And I want to say this, I do not trade ICT. I'm just simply calling it turtle soup because that's what a lot of people refer to now, and it gets confused when I put in the title. I do not trade ICT. I just trade reversals. It's just same shit, different name. You know what I'm saying? So some people are like, how long did it take you to learn when you fucking trading ICT? And I'm like, dude, I don't trade ICT. Come on. So today, pretty choppy range. Let me fix this. We took a trade on Yes, and man, fucking Yes pissed me off today. And Q gave the exact move that I predicted. Yes came a little bit shy of it. We stayed green. We made about 15 points, which is, it's nice. It is nice, but we traded small. We traded light. We were airy. We were in and out. We were fast with the buys, fast with the sells, because we expected a choppy range. Now, what I told the market, or what I told the chat, is that first when I moved down to sweep this low to flip bullish. Either on Q and Yes, we got it on both, and as you can see, both in Q and Yes filled this first hourly fair value gap there before bouncing back up. As you can see, price was very choppy. Look how choppy price was. So what we learned is to stay patient. We took these longs right here. We're a little later on entry. We probably should have got a better entry. I saw them at 225 here on this candle on Q. But price was choppy. It really wanted us to break out of the range. But as this candle breaks to the upside, we got in right around 5560. 5590, 559, 5560. And we were targeting this new high, would have been our full TP, which is about 25 points, risking roughly about, we were risking about 4.5, 5 points. Usually I risk 5 points. So that was officially like our risk. Technically, if we don't touch the trade, we will still be in this trade, so it could play out. But what did we do? We took some profits up here. We took off around 5572. That's what I said in the chat. Yep, it was 5572. We took half off and we moved our stop loss to break even slightly in the green. Now, price had hit this 5365 area, which I had said more than likely was going to be the top on NQ. And NQ was the one that was leading. Took out the pre-market high, which Yes left behind. We didn't get it. That would have been my full target. And came rejected. So when price hit that, huge candle down, and Yes rejected at the same time. And on this large candle to the downside, we got stopped out. I did try to take another tiny little long here, which I got stopped out for 2 points. And then we took another long here, which we actually was right here, was the re-entry of the original trade, which was about 15 points or so, 12 points, something like that. I closed it and I got stopped out a little bit into the green after. Again, it was a choppy range. Those 2 trades I kind of took, I want to say on my own, but I took it just like I lightly mentioned in the chat. It wasn't like a real single traded live and everything like that. But overall, it was a nice green day. You have to expect whenever you look at yesterday's range, dude, you cannot expect market to just sustain these moves. So market needs to rest. And if we look at the daily, and we'll jump into the daily also to kind of go over something. But if you look at the daily, look at this huge move, rest, huge move, right? Huge move up, needs to chill. Even here, huge move, rest, huge move, rest, huge move. You cannot expect, it's very rare that you're going to have boom, boom, boom. This is only if there's going to be some kind of news or something. It's extremely rare, but usually you'll have huge move, rest, right? And then down. Even on this move up, huge move, rest. So do not expect, people are like, oh, I wanted to hold these, I wanted 200 points today. I'm like, you got 600 points yesterday. You were not going to get another 600 points. You just were not, right? And today was another example of turtle soup. That's why watching today's yesterday's video was very important. Another example of the soup we saw on Yes and Q, holding the equal lows right under it and then flipping them, getting back up. And I also said this in the chat. Thursdays are the day that's most likely that you're going to break both the high and the low of the first 15-minute candle. So you have to expect some kind of range, you know what I'm saying? Some kind of reversal at some point. I think there's about 85% chance. So it's your first 15-minute candle, right? So the 945 opens the low and then you break back to the upside. You know what I'm saying? So you have to expect some kind of range. So if you're sitting at the lows, you're gonna break back to the upside. And theoretically, there's good chance this could break within the rest of the day. But even when we were long, I told the chat, even on NQ, I was like, the most you're getting out of this long today will be the bottom of this wick right here, the fair value gap. Right? Around at what's it gonna be right here? 368 or 370, whatever it is, like exact. Right? So you have to understand, it's like, hey, if I'm buying, roughly we bought it here, like look at this, if you're buying here 290, that's a 70, like that's the most you're gonna get, 77. It was like very unlikely you break to the upside. Of course, anything can happen in the market, you could have fucking kept going, but you trading your setups, you trading your strategy, you trade within your rules. And if 77 points is not a lot, yesterday our TP was 200 points, 3 times almost as big as this move. So you have to adjust, like, hey, more likely it's going to be choppy. I should not be fucking greedy. You have to ask yourself that, right? What is your goal on the larger time frames to get to, right? Let's say now this closes above 372 and inverses this, then your new goal will be these equal highs. You got all these crazy equal highs. If you guys remember, we're going to have to come for them at some point. So let's say you close 400 right here. Now you got room, you got 350 points to work with. Now you can look for some buying models within that on the 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and then you keep buying it all the way up to you hit that 350 points. Because now you know you have a much bigger range you're working with. And you have to understand, if the range is 350, you're not going to catch the exact bottom and top. Let's be honest, we're probably going to catch half of that. So if the range is 77 or 100 points today, and on average you tend to catch half the move because you need to wait for confirmation, you need to take multiple TPs, well, you know, you can't just enter the exact levels because it's way too risky. Then you can be greedy. Then you know your profit becomes 50, 55 points. You cannot be greedy, and it's fine. Like not all the trades needs to be huge winners. That's why I said going small today, right? Because I understand today's not gonna be the day to size in. Not gonna be the exact trend day, and that's why you're gonna participate in the market. Sitting out on a day like today is totally fine. Let me ask you this. On average, you're going to get 2 to 3 days that are going to be inside days. Previous week, you had these 2 days right here. There was no Monday. And then 2 days that were extreme extensions. Now, you can always predict when those days are, but when do you want to participate in the markets? Extension days or inside days? Yesterday or today? Which one do you prefer? Obviously, yesterday, right? We can all agree with that. So, understand the market conditions you are on a larger time frame, because if you're not, you just cannot be good at trading. You cannot be good at trading just trading 5 minutes, fucking fair value gap, every fair value gap you see. Fair value gaps, liquidity, all the concepts are fucking useless if you don't have a larger time frame bias. And bias by mean like, I don't mean like, hey, only trade, like let's say you're biased long, you're only gonna trade long. But I mean understand the key levels on the larger time frame. Here, where was the bounce gonna be? The bounce was always gonna be roughly around this previous level, this 214 area, right? You want to see price on the 5-15 minutes, hold at 214 and continue up. So that's your trading within that range essentially. It's pretty slow, and you want to bounce back up. So here you start looking for bullish scenarios, right? Your potential reversals. If it doesn't hold, you enter. You need to always wait for confirmation. Here another level. Here you're still looking for rejection. You take profits, right? So if I'm long to here, I'm taking profits here. This looks funny, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Anyway, a lot to learn even when price is choppy. My prediction now for the rest of the day, since we took out the daily target, is I think we're going to make a new low. It's currently 11:44 EST, of course. We'll see how well my prediction comes. Leave it in the comments below if you watch this later. Tell me, hey, Anthony, you were fucking wrong, per usual, or you're right. If you want to trade out with me every single day, make sure you go down below, use code 39, that's 39, number 39, for new members. And as always, subscribe, posting a lot of content, fucking subscribe. Peace out.